basically it's who has the ball, time on the clock, score, and where they're at on the field. That's all I'm worried about tonight.
Goes, skid steers, track loaders, bulldozers, motor graders, dump trucks. You need to know all of them and be a master at one or two of them. That way you can fluctuate throughout a construction job site. Construction equipment, it's everywhere.
My long-term goal has always been to teach. I had a professor when I was in culinary school that was kind of one of these life-changing guys, spent a lot of time and effort with me. My long-term goal was always to give back, to be able to share my knowledge of food with a younger generation. In the culinary world, our end game is very simple. We're trying to entertain you and we're trying to fulfill you. Whether it's through the sight of the food, the smell of the food, or the taste of the food, you have to have all three of those aspects together to make a really, really good dish. There's one thing their freshman year that I just beat to death, and it's the 6 keys to becoming a professional chef. Knowledge, skill, taste, judgment, dedication, and pride. And if a student has those 6 things and follows through with them, they will be wildly successful. Having a dream and following through with that dream is probably one of the most rewarding things that I can have.
We are broad in our area of what we teach. A student can come through and they can go in the mechanical design aspect of it. They can go into the architectural. They can go into the civil and surveying, estimating.
I would say this is probably the 6th or 5th year that we've been heavy into the 3D printing. It is a valuable tool and it's the wave of the future. You don't have to have an art background. You don't have to have an engineering background. You want to pursue a 4-year degree? We've got different avenues for that also.
So my spare time, I'm still drawing at home, designing residential homes and commercial buildings. I love what I do. And when I can teach a student to do and love what I do, it makes my day.
It's wide open with electrical technology. We start with basic residential wiring. We start talking about how AC/DC works together. And then we go into motor control for our 2nd semester. Then after the 1st year, we go into pneumatics and hydraulics. 4th semester, we go into AutoCAD. We go into PLC, programmable logic control. So anything to do with electrical, we basically cover that here. Their career options are unlimited, so you could be just a regular handyman doing residential, putting ceiling fans up, remodels for kitchens, can lights, receptacles, hanging wall-mounted TVs. You could go work with a grain bin system. You could work for a farmer, a grain elevator. Cellular South picks our guys up because they need technicians for the towers. They can make 50, 60 grand starting out. I have students who are hired before they get out of school.
Our program deals more with the agronomy side of agriculture and how to grow crops. Also with the agribusiness side, we talk about yield monitors on combines and cotton pickers. We talk about guidance on tractors. We talk about variable rate technologies. Talking a little bit about remote sensing and how we're using the drones out on the farm. We get into dealing with a little bit on livestock. We cover so many weeks for each crop that we grow around here. And I also teach a farm machinery and shop management class. with the technological background we've got now in agriculture, there are some good paying jobs out there waiting. And right now, we've got more people calling in with jobs than we've got graduates to fill them. It's very special to me that you can take a seed and plant it in the ground and you can see a plant grow and you can see something to harvest from it.
Mdcc has your college experience close to home. A quality education, passionate instructors, and financial support. It's the place your journey begins. Visit msdelta.edu and register today. Dream big, plan well, and be anything.
Love the field of study, love refrigeration. It's what I've done basically since I got out of high school. I came right into this same program in this same shop.
Well, with HVAC, there's so many different avenues you can take between refrigeration, ice machines, commercial refrigeration, residential heating and air conditioning, commercial heating and air conditioning, and so on and so forth.
There's endless opportunities for these guys. Our goal is to have these sophomores placed at a job where after spring break, they don't come back. They're on the job learning and providing for their family.
There's nothing better to have a student come back after 5 or 6 years to give you their success story, how they went from where they were to where they are now, and I was a part of that.
I am a graduate of Mississippi Delta. I stayed here 4 years. I took HVAC and I took industrial electricity / industrial maintenance. I don't get stuck in a rut. That's why I chose industrial maintenance, heating and air, for the simple reason I'm not stuck in a building all day. I might be wiring up lights at a customer's house today. I might be working on a well motor tomorrow. Then they might want to go to a factory. Then they might want to go work for a welding company. A student will be able to decide what way he wants to go.
If they're serious, they can get a job anywhere. Well, I tell them if they have a willingness to learn, I can show them how to get out and get a good job, and they can make all the money they want to.
You know, they get top pay when they graduate. For 2 years, you can make anywhere from $18, $24 an hour, somewhere in that range. I really like when I see a student learn something. That's very rewarding.
Precision agriculture essentially is applying crop production inputs on a site-specific basis to reduce waste, increase profit, and maintain the quality of the environment. It's everything from working on the computer and geographic information systems, how we look at imagery, do prescription maps, to trapping beavers, to learning about wild hog control and what the best methods are for that. It's a 2-year program, so you can get an associate's degree, or you can do it in essentially a 1.5 years if you want to just get the certificate in precision agriculture If you would like to continue on to a university with a 4-year degree, there's a great articulation that we have now with Mississippi State University and also Alcorn.
What I enjoy about teaching is taking a student who has never been around welding before, and by the time we're through with them, they're able to go out and get a job and make a living and provide for themselves and their families.
Job prospects look good. If you want to get out there and work, the jobs are there. Your range in which you can go basically depends on your work ethic. My class size started as 12 people, 2 of which are already at work. They've been working for 2 weeks now. They don't even come to class. They come and take their exam at the end of the year, and they've been getting a paycheck.
You can make all the money that you're willing to go out and make. The sky's the limit.
Long time ago, long time ago, I heard it on the radio. YOLO, YOLO, hey, left, right, YOLO, you got it. YOLO, YOLO, hey, left, right, YOLO, you got it. YOLO.
Mdcc has your college experience close to home. A quality education, passionate instructors, and financial support. It's the place your journey begins. Visit msdelta.edu and register today. Dream big, plan well, and be anything.
My name is Ben Folk. I'm an instructor of music and entertainment industry studies. And today, I'd like to give you an inside look at our entertainment industry studies recording studios here on the Moorhead campus. Let's go.
My heart is with the students. We are such a tight-knit group here in Business Office Technology. We just get to know them personally. We get to know them as far as what they want to do with their future to help guide and direct and be a part of them. Our students that go the accounting direction will take the same basic core classes that all BOT students take. They also begin to pick up advanced business accounting that the other majors do not. They take payroll accounting, they take income tax accounting, QuickBooks. They all will be able to go and be like a payroll clerk, an accounts payable receivable clerk. Some of our students want to go on to the university level, and they can, and they're prepared to go on and get possibly a bachelor's degree in accounting or even get their CPA.
Previous to this, I was actually a math major, but I have my own small business. So I like to use those experiences and share those with my students to hopefully inspire them. So in Administrative Office, you cover all of the Microsoft Office programs. You'll take Microsoft Word 1 and 2, you'll take Excel 1 and 2, and you'll take Microsoft Access. Also, you take business communications, so you learn how to communicate effectively in the business world, and that's so important. One really great benefit to our students is they get to do an externship, so they actually get to go out and shadow and work for a business, so they get those hands-on experiences. They can start off in any entry-level position as far as a payroll clerk goes, an administrative assistant, even possibly a manager of a business.
When I came up, you know, everybody said go to a four-year college, blah, blah, blah. Really and truly, if I had it to do over again, I would come to a community college and learn a skill. Because skilled labor right now, these guys are the future. They're going to be the ones making the money.
We do offer a certificate program, a technical certificate program, and an associate's degree out of this program. So there's 3 career paths that they could take, a 1-year, 2-year, or take some academics and do an associate's degree. We do an apprentice program and an on-the-job training program through Wynn Job Center with several of our dealers in our area.
And I've got dealerships and private guys just beating the door down needing technicians. So this skill right here is something they can carry on through life. They can make a living at. If you know what you're doing, you can make 6 figures, no problem. That's a lot of money.
I've been on heavy equipment my entire life. I was 9 years old and my dad told me to dig a ditch about a mile long and left me there for a week and I did it. It's a lot of different pieces of equipment it takes to get the job done. We have backhoes, skid steers, track loaders, bulldozers, motor graders, dump trucks. You need to know all of them and be a master at 1 or 2 of them. That way you can fluctuate throughout a construction job site. Construction equipment, it's everywhere.
My long-term goal has always been to teach. I had a professor when I was in culinary school that was kind of one of these life-changing guys, spent a lot of time and effort with me. My long-term goal was always to give back, to be able to share my knowledge of food with a younger generation. In the culinary world, our end game is very simple. We're trying to entertain you and we're trying to fulfill you. Whether it's through the sight of the food, the smell of the food, or the taste of the food, you have to have all 3 of those aspects together to make a really, really good dish. There's one thing their freshman year that I just beat to death, and it's the 6 keys to becoming a professional chef. Knowledge, skill, taste, judgment, dedication, and pride. And if a student has those 6 things and follows through with them, they will be wildly successful. Having a dream and following through with that dream is probably one of the most rewarding things that I can have.
We are broad in our area of what we teach. A student can come through and they can go in the mechanical design aspect of it. They can go into the architectural. They can go into the civil and surveying, estimating.
I would say this is probably the 6th or 5th year that we've been heavy into the 3D printing. It is a valuable tool and it's the wave of the future. You don't have to have an art background. You don't have to have an engineering background. You want to pursue a 4-year degree? We've got different avenues for that also.
So my spare time, I'm still drawing at home, designing residential homes and commercial buildings. I love what I do. And when I can teach a student to do and love what I do, it makes my day.
It's wide open with electrical technology. We start with basic residential wiring. We start talking about how AC/DC works together. and then we go into motor control for our second semester. Then after the first year, we go into pneumatics and hydraulics. Fourth semester, we go into AutoCAD, we go into PLC, Programmable Logic Control.
Jalen is accompanied tonight by his mother, Ophelia Evans, his stepfather, Eddie Evans, brothers Jacoby Walker and Eddie Evans Jr., and girlfriend, Shaquata Joshua. Jalen is majoring in Eli Health and will attend Mississippi State University. Ladies and gentlemen, number 25, Jalen Davidson. Number 7, Trojan quarterback Caleb Sauce Parton from Flowood, Mississippi, and a graduate of Northwest Rankin High School. And number 2, Ladarius Moore from Brandon, Mississippi, and graduate from Brandon High School. Caleb is accompanied this evening by his mother, Lee Ann Parton, his father, Steve Parton, his grandmother, Carol Parton, and his girlfriend, Brittany Bassett. Caleb is majoring in health and physical education and recreation and will continue his football career at an undecided institution. Ladies and gentlemen, number 7, Caleb Sauce Parton. Number 17, Trojan wide receiver Dantavius Triplett from Louisville, Mississippi, and graduating from Louisville High School. Dantavius is joined this evening by his mother, Danielle Billups, and grandmother, Linda Billups. Dantavius plans on attending the University of Mississippi and majoring in general studies. Ladies and gentlemen, number 17, Dantavius Triplett. Number 6, Trojan defensive back, Javian Gathright from Flowood, Mississippi, a graduate of Northwest Rankin High School. Javian is joined this evening by Dr. Jamila Poe, Aiden Poe, Aaron Poe, Elroy Gathright, and Roydatius Gathright. Javian plans on majoring in architecture at Mississippi State University. Ladies and gentlemen, number 6, Javian Gathright. And number 5, Jacobrian Eichelberger. Number 52, Trojan defensive lineman Zaylon Barrett from Morton, Mississippi, and was a graduate from Morton High School. Zaylon is joined this evening by his mother, Brenda Hicks, and Terrell Barrett. Zaylon plans on attending Jackson State University and majoring in either accounting or engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, number 52, Zaylon Barrett. Number 1, Trojan wide receiver Raheem Fairley from Oak Grove, Mississippi, a graduate of Oak Grove High School. Raheem is joined this evening by his mother, Stephanie Fairley, and Thomas Fairley. Raheem is majoring in general studies and plans on earning a scholarship to play football at the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Raheem Fairley. Number 92, Trojan defensive lineman Drew Allbrooks from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, graduated from Central High School. And number 99, Austin Mitchell from Pearl, Mississippi, who graduated from Pearl High School. Drew is joined tonight by Michelle Walker, Damalo Walker, Katie Walker, and Mary Woods. Drew is majoring in architecture and engineering and plans on earning a Division I scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, number 92, Drew Allbrooks.
But it's killed that wasp up there, so
Well, it might keep compensation down too.
Right.
Number 40, Trojan punter Jaron Sanford from Florence, Mississippi, a graduate from Florence High School. Jaron is escorted this evening by his mother, Denise Sanford, his father, Todd Sanford, and his sister, Morgan Sanford. Jaron plans on continuing his football career at the next level and majoring in general studies. Ladies and gentlemen, number 40, Jaron Sanford. Number 20, Trojan defensive back, Roman Huddle from Meridian, Mississippi, a graduate from Southeast Lauderdale High School. Roman is joined this evening by his father, Reggie Huddle. Roman is undecided on his academic major, but will attend either Jackson State or Mississippi State to continue his college career. Ladies and gentlemen, number 20, Roman Huddle. Northside High School. Jalen is escorted this evening by his mother, Tanya Johnson, his father, Emmanuel Johnson, his brother, Emmanuel Johnson Jr., and his sister, Imaya Johnson. Jalen plans on continuing his football career at the next level and majoring in general studies. Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Jalen Johnson. Number 48, Trojan tight end, Jalen Barnett from Macon, Mississippi, a graduate of Knoxville County High School. Jalen is escorted by Jada Jackson, Lakeisha McNeese, Lester Brooks, and Patricia Brooks. Jalen plans to attend the University of Texas and pursue a degree in sports communication. Ladies and gentlemen, number 48, Jalen Barnett. Number 24, Sadante Myers from Duck Hill, Mississippi, a graduate from Grenada High School. He's accompanied by his mother, Crystal Myers, brothers, Zach Myers, Deidre Myers, Brandon Lott, and girlfriend, Alexandria McDaniel. He's majoring in kinesiology, but he's undecided on his next college. Number 24, Sadante Myers. Number 33, Marlon Brown. He's from Ebenezer, Mississippi, a graduate of Yazoo County High School. He's accompanied by Siobhan Brown and Marlon Brown in family. He's majoring in engineering and wants to play football and obtain a bachelor's degree in engineering. Number 33, Marlon Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to these 14 sophomores.
Anything to do with electrical, we basically cover that here. Their career options are unlimited, so you could be just a regular handyman doing residential, putting ceiling fans up, remodels for kitchens, can lights, receptacles, hanging wall-mounted TVs. You could go work with a grain bin system. You could work for a farmer, a grain elevator. Cellular South picks our guys up because they need technicians for the towers. They can make 50, 60 grand starting out. But I have students who are hired before they get out of school.
I am.
Our program deals more with the agronomy side of agriculture and how to grow crops, also with the agribusiness side. We talk about yield monitors on combines and cotton pickers. We talk about guidance on tractors. We talk about variable rate technologies. Talking a little bit about remote sensing and how we're using the drones out on the farm. We get into dealing with a little bit on livestock. We cover so many weeks for each crop that we grow around here. And I also teach a farm machinery and shop management class. With the technological background we've got now in agriculture, there are some good paying jobs out there waiting, and right now we've got more people calling in with jobs than we've got graduates to fill them. It's very special to me that you can take a seed and plant it in the ground and you can see a plant grow and you see something to harvest from it.
Mdcc has your college experience close to home. A quality education, passionate instructors, and financial support. It's the place your journey begins. Visit msdelta.edu and register today. Dream big, plan well, and be anything.
Love the field of study, love refrigeration. It's what I've done basically since I got out of high school. I came right into this same program in this same shop.
Well, with HVAC, there's so many different avenues you can take between refrigeration, ice machines, commercial refrigeration, residential heating and air conditioning, commercial heating and air conditioning, and so on and so forth.
There's endless opportunities for these guys. Our goal is to have these sophomores placed at a job where after spring break, they don't come back. They're on the job learning and providing for their family.
There's nothing better to have a student come back after 5 or 6 years to give you their success story, how they went from where they were to where they are now, and I was a part of that. I am a graduate of Mississippi Delta. I stayed here 4 years. I took HVAC and I took industrial electricity / industrial maintenance. I don't get stuck in a rut. That's why I chose industrial maintenance, heating and air, for the simple reason I'm not stuck in a building all day. I might be wiring up lights at a customer's house today. I might be working on a well motor tomorrow. Then they might want to go to a factory. Then they might want to go work for a welding company. A student will be able to decide what way he wants to go.
If they're serious, they can get a job anywhere. Well, I tell them if they have a willingness to learn, I can show them how to get out and get a good job, and they can make all the money they want to.
You know, they get top pay when they graduate. For 2 years, you can make anywhere from $18, $24 an hour, somewhere in that range. I really like when I see a student learn something. That's very rewarding.
Precision agriculture essentially is applying crop production inputs on a site-specific basis to reduce waste, increase profit, and maintain the quality of the environment. It's everything from working on the computer and geographic information systems, how we look at imagery, do prescription maps, to trapping beavers, to learning about wild hog control and what the best methods are for that. It's a 2-year program, so you can get an associate's degree, or you can do it in essentially a year and a half if you want to just get the certificate in precision agriculture. If you would like to continue on to a university with a 4-year degree, there's a great articulation that we have now with Mississippi State University, and also Alcorn.
What I enjoy about teaching is taking a student who has never been around welding before, and by the time we're through with them, they're able to go out and get a job and make a living and provide for themselves and their families.
Job prospects look good. If you want to get out there and work, the jobs are there. Your range in which you can go basically depends on your work ethic. My class size started as 12 people, 2 of which are already at work. They've been working for 2 weeks now. They don't even come to class. They come and take their exam at the end of the year, and they've been getting a paycheck.
You can make all the money that you're willing to go out and make. The sky's the limit.
Long time ago, long time ago. YOLO, hey, left, right, YOLO, you got it. YOLO, YOLO, hey, left, right, YOLO, you got it. YOLO.
Mdcc has your college experience close to home. A quality education, passionate instructors, and financial support. It's the place your journey begins. Visit msdelta.edu and register today. Dream big, plan well, and be anything.
My name is Ben Folk. I'm an instructor of music and entertainment industry studies. And today, I'd like to give you an inside look at our entertainment industry studies recording studios here on the Moorhead campus. Let's go.
My heart is with the students. We are such a tight-knit group here in Business Office Technology. We just get to know them personally. We get to know them as far as what they want to do with their future to help guide and direct and be a part of them. Our students that go the accounting direction will take the same basic core classes that all BOT students take. They also begin to pick up advanced business accounting that the other majors do not. They take payroll accounting, they take income tax accounting, QuickBooks. They all will be able to go and be like a payroll clerk, an accounts payable receivable clerk. Some of our students want to go on to the university level, and they can, and they're prepared to go on and get possibly a bachelor's degree in accounting or even get their CPA.
Previous to this, I was actually a math major, but I have my own small business. So I like to use those experiences and share those with my students to hopefully inspire them. So in Administrative Office, you cover all of the Microsoft Office programs. You'll take Microsoft Word 1 and 2, you'll take Excel 1 and 2, and you'll take Microsoft Access. Also, you take business communications, so you learn how to communicate effectively in the business world, and that's so important. One really great benefit to our students is they get to do an externship, so they actually get to go out and shadow and work for a business, so they get those hands-on experiences. They can start off in any entry-level position as far as a payroll clerk goes, an administrative assistant, even possibly a manager of a business.
When I came up, everybody said go to a 4-year college, blah, blah, blah. Really and truly, if I had it to do over again, I would come to a community college and learn a skill. Because skilled labor right now, these guys are the future. They're going to be the ones making the money.
We do offer a certificate program, a technical certificate program, and an associate's degree out of this program. So there's 3 career paths that they could take: a 1-year, 2-year, or take some academics and do an associate's degree. We do an apprentice program and an on-the-job training program through Wynn Job Center with several of our dealers in our area.
And I've got dealerships and private guys just beating the door down needing technicians. So this skill right here is something they can carry on through life. They can make a living at. If you know what you're doing, you can make 6 figures, no problem. That's a lot of money.
I've been on heavy equipment my entire life. I was 9 years old, and my dad told me to dig a ditch about a mile long and left me there for a week, and I did it. It's a lot of different pieces of equipment it takes to get the job done. We have backhoes.
Hello and welcome to MDCC Trojan Football on the MDCC Sports Network. Watson Cook with you from Jim Randall Stadium on the campus of Mississippi Delta Community College for the season finale tonight for the MDCC Trojans. They welcome the East Mississippi Lions to town. Trojans come in 1-7 on the year, and although winless on the field, they did pick up a win by virtue of Coahoma having to forfeit their first 3 games of the year. So the official record for the Trojans now 1-7. And they welcome in the 5-3 Lions, who are playing for the number 2 spot in the north half of the MACCC standings. And they will need a win here tonight over the Trojans and a Northwest win over Northeast to secure that final spot of the north half playoffs. And we are just about ready for kickoff here in Moorhead. A good crowd on hand. The Lions won the opening toss. They chose to take the football, and they will send back Kadarius Callaway and Mark Britt to return the kick from Davin Klein, as Moorhead will be working left to right here in the first quarter. Lions will be working right to left. Glad you're with us tonight, and we welcome those of you from over in East Mississippi in the Scuba area watching our stream tonight. We welcome you in. A chilly night in the Delta. Looking forward to some good football. The Trojans looking for their first win on the field. Again, their official record now 1-7 after Coahoma's forfeit of their first 3 games. So looking for their first win on the field. The Lions of East Mississippi looking to get in the playoffs. Should be a fun one here tonight in Moorhead. Klein approaches the tee. We are underway. It's a short kick going to be taken around the 10-yard line, and Britt looks for return room up the line sideline, spins out of 1 tackle around the 30, works his way near the 40. Ball comes loose. Trojans say they have recovered, and they have. What an early break for MDCC as Britt put it on the ground trying to gain extra yardage, and the Trojans come up with a huge break. They will have it 1st and 10 offensively in line territory. They'll mark it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage will be the East 39-yard line, is where Caleb Parton and company will start. Caleb Parton, sophomore quarterback, 124 of 217 on the year, 987 yards, 5 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He would love to close that gap here tonight. 14 sophomores honored before the game here, playing their final game at Jim Randall Stadium. And Parton will open in a pistol set with play action, looking to throw. Lost downfield, nobody home. That ball falls incomplete around the 20-yard line. Pressure applied from the Lions' Kason Boston. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10. Just underway here from Moorhead, 14:45 to go, first quarter. One receiver wide right is Ladarius Moore, 2 receivers to the left. Handoff will go to Devion Liddell, and he's fighting for the first down, pushes inside the 30 before he's taken off his feet. They'll mark it at the 29. That should be good enough for a Trojan first down. Tackle made by Devoniel Lofton. And that will move the sticks for MDCC.
First down, Trojan.
Devion Liddell, a freshman out of Byram, Mississippi, Terry High School. 1st and 10 Trojans from the line, 29. Trips right this time for Parton. Liddell lined up to his left. Play clock down to 5. Parton to throw, has time initially, then the pocket collapses in a hurry. And Parton taken down by Boston. Sophomore out of Birmingham, Alabama, Jackson Olin High School, listed at 6'5", 230, got to Parton in the backfield. That's a sack back to the 36-yard line, loss of 7 will bring up 2nd and 17. So 2nd and long now for the Trojans. They put it at the 36 of East Mississippi. Trojans trying to take advantage of the early turnover, a fumble on the kick return out of Mark Britt. See if MDCC can pick up some points. 4 wide for Parton, low snap. And a quick pass out right side, incomplete. The nearest Trojan receiver was Jaquel Allen. That'll leave the Trojans with 3rd and 17 now from the 36 of East.
Against this East Mississippi team tonight, a team that has 12 pass interceptions already this season. They have a ball-hawking secondary.
Trojans get the play in, play clock down to 10. Parton will have trip receivers right, 1 receiver left on 3rd and 17 from the line 36. Play clock down to 2. Parton sends Allen in motion. Here comes pressure, and Parton goes down once again and taken down there by Stephen Catledge. Sophomore out of Columbus High School. He's the leading tackler for this line defense. 40 solos, 50 assists on the year, 3.5 sacks and 13 tackles for a loss. Make that 4.5 sacks now for Catledge. So the Trojans not able to take advantage. They lose here back to the 43. Another loss of 7, and Jaron Sanford on to punt. Sanford averaging 36.5 yards per kick this year. Callaway will go back to return. He'll stand at his own 10, call for a fair catch at the 5 and haul it in there. I beg your pardon, that was actually Britt on the return. So a long way to go for the Lions on their first drive of the night as the fair catch call for taken in at the 5. That's where East will take over 1st and 10. 38-yard punt, no return.
Got 38 yards on that kick just a minute ago. So first down and 10 to go from their own 5 for East Mississippi. New quarterback in there. This is Peter Parrish's 3rd start of the season.
We'll see Peter Parrish get the start tonight for the Lions. Sophomore, 47 of 66 on the year, 410 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And he'll hand off coming to the near side is Mike McGowan. He has a line first down, looking for more across the 30, up to the 35, 36, 37, all the way up to the 39 before he's marked out of bounds. Javian Gathright over to make the tackle. But that is a gain of 34 on the play. And a quick line first down. Parrish will look for the snap out of the gun. A flag comes in. And we've got a false start against the Lions. We'll back them up to the 34, make it 1st and 15.
first quarter, Emcc with a huge run of about 23 yards, just a moment, 34, bigger part. Math was never a strong suit.
Going to see multiple ball carriers tonight for the Lions. They've used 3 or 4 different guys throughout the year, and they spread it around to a lot of different receivers. Trips right for Parrish on 1st and 15. Handoff straight ahead, and not a whole lot happening there. As a tackle made, Austin Mitchell for the Trojans, sophomore out of Pearl, Mississippi. 2-yard gain to the 36 will bring up 2nd and 13. No score, 11:32 to go first quarter. Parrish will send his back in motion. McGowan, he'll come near side, and he's going to have to burn a timeout. So 11:25 to go here in the first quarter. No score between the Trojans and the Lions. We'll step aside and take a break on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back out of the timeout. The Lions facing 2nd and 13 from their own 36. No score with 11:25 to go first quarter. Quarterback Peter Parrish works out of the gun again. He'll send McGowan in motion. And Parrish going to look to pass. Has time momentarily. Now we'll just dump it off left side. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Mark Britt. And incomplete pass will leave the Lions with 3rd and 13, and an opportunity here for this Trojan defense to get off the field early. They caught the break at the open of the game with the fumble on the kickoff, but the offense could not convert. Now a chance for the defense to get off the field, and this is what's plagued the Trojans all year long. They get these opportunities, but then squander the big play. Parrish, time in the pocket, fires over the middle, caught, and it's going to be very close to a first down. Kobe Chambers coming up with the grab. And I believe he's going to have enough for the first down, and they will signal 1st and 10. Lions want to work quick. Maybe 10, 15 seconds between the time the ball was set and when they snap it, and a quick give up the middle. And McGowan wrestled down by Marlon Brown. He'll work to the Trojan 48. Gain of 4 will bring up 2nd and 6. Trips right on 2nd down. Parrish calls his own number. Looks to run off right tackle. He's tripped up in the backfield and dropped. That is Jalen Johnson coming up to make the tackle, sophomore out of Shelby, Mississippi. They're actually going to give him 2. I thought initially maybe went down to the backfield, but they give him 2 to the 46. Brings up 3rd and short. Give is to McGowan. Right side, he cuts inside the sticks for the first down, pushed out of bounds by Joshua Everett. Another first down pickup for the Lions, who again want to work quick. They'll spot this at the Delta 39. Gain of 7. Trips near side this time as McGowan straight ahead. Inside the 35, taken down there by Brown. They'll mark him at the 32. Gain of 7 will bring up 2nd and 3. No score, 9.5 minutes to go first quarter. Parrish fires right side. That ball caught inside the 30 and wrestled down after a first down pickup is Duke Miller on the reception. He's the leading receiver for the Lions. 46 catches, 485 yards, 4 touchdowns coming into this one. Gain is to the Delta 29, 1st and 10, East Mississippi. Handoff straight ahead. That is Kadarius Callaway on the carry. A flag comes in as he's tripped up by Jalen Davidson. We'll check with the officials. Gain is to the 19, it appears. And we will have a personal foul face mask. And we'll give an automatic first down to the Lions. So they continue to move the ball down the field. Lions looking to take the early lead here in Moorhead.
And on the penalty mark-off, it's going to be inside the 10 before they receive the ball over the turf.
This will take the Lions all the way down to the Delta 8, it appears.
Beautiful horizon just to our right, setting here in the Mississippi Delta.
Be first and goal from the 8 for East Mississippi.
Tapping his helmet with 2 hands is Peter Parrish. Makes his tail back from the right hip.
Parrish going to call his own number, looks for running room, left side, stretches for the pylon. Do they give him the score? Yes, they do. Touchdown, East Mississippi. Peter Parrish, an 8-yard touchdown run on the 11th play of the drive, and that puts the Lions up 6-0 with 8:47 to go in the first quarter. An 11-play, 95-yard drive for East Mississippi. Cole Arthur on for the extra point. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and good. 7-0, East Mississippi on top with 8:47 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back. Watson Cook with you from Jim Randall Stadium here in Moorhead. The East Mississippi Lions take a 7-0 lead with 8:47 to go in the first quarter on a Peter Parrish 8-yard touchdown run. Trojans set to get it back. They will send Sir Trotter and Ladarius Davenport back to return the kick from Cole Arthur. Did you get a good look at Arthur there? Freshman kicker out of Leake Academy. It'll be a high end-over-end kick, going to be taken on a bounce at the 12-yard line. And running backwards, just looking for something is Sir Trotter, and not much happening there. He's going to be corralled about the 8-yard line. That's where Delta will start 1st and 10, a long field to go for MDCC.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Around the 6, they drop him around at the 8-yard line. So that's where Mississippi Delta get their second offensive possession. Their first offensive.
Trojans able to pick up a first down on the opening drive that started at the line 39, but the drive stalled from there after a couple of sacks. See if the Trojans can get something going here on this drive. We're going to see a new quarterback. Donovan Cole will check in, freshman out of Rock Creek, Alabama. And the ball on the ground. Liddell put it on the ground, and I believe the Lions have recovered, and they have. Boy, just disastrous there for MDCC. They go to a new quarterback. Liddell, I don't know that he ever cleanly got the exchange, and the Lions recover the fumble, and now we've got an injury timeout as there is a Trojan down on the field. So huge break there for East Mississippi. They've got a chance to extend the lead now with a very short field. They'll have 1st and goal from the 10, and while the injured Trojan gets some attention, we will step aside and take a break here on the MDCC Sports Network.
first down and goal. It is first down and goal.
Welcome back. Sebastian Stewart appears to be the injured Trojan, walking off very slowly as on the fumble recovery, the Lions will have it first and goal from the Delta 10, already leading 7-0 with 8:33 to go here in the first quarter. Parrish will have Callaway in the backfield on first and goal. Parrish looking to throw, lofts it left side, flag comes in, ball is caught, touchdown Lions. That is hauled in by Ethan Connor. I thought a flag came in, maybe not. Touchdown appears to stand, and so quickly Parrish to Connor, and the Lions on top 13-0, 8:27 to go first quarter. So fumble recovery leads to a quick touchdown for the Lions. One play, 10 yards on the drive, and Arthur on for the extra point. And the kick up and good. 14-0. The number 14 ranked Lions lead the Trojans 14-zip. 8:27 to go first quarter. We'll take another break and be back on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back. East Mississippi on top 14-0 with 8:27 to go first quarter. Trojans look to get it back, and we'll see what quarterback Coach Johnson goes with. We saw Donovan Cole come in on the previous drive as Trotter comes toward the Trojan sideline, weaving in and out of line defenders, and a nice return. Works up across the 30 to the 33, maybe the 34-yard line before he's finally taken down. Marcus Ross on the tackle.
Trotter on the return. By number 38, triplet. It'll be first and 10 for the Trojans.
MDCC will have it first and 10 at their own 34. And we'll see Parton come back into the game. He'll have Liddell in the backfield. A fumble on the previous Trojan drive. We see Parton back in. He'll have two receivers to the left. Now bring a man in motion. Give is to Liddell, straight ahead. And picks up 3, maybe 4. Taken off his feet by Kylan Crowder. Gain is to the 37, 3-yard gain. We'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Been so good at that bandit position.
Case and Boston in there as well on that tackle. 14-0 East on top of the Trojans. Clock runs with 7:40 to go in the first.
They've got 7 points off a turnover just a moment ago as Delta turned it over at their own 10. Spun the football in the first.
Allen goes in motion. And Parton will swing it out to Allen, puts the ball on the ground. He was holding it very loosely, trying to gain his footing to make a cut, puts it on the ground. The Lions recover again. And this continues to be a disastrous first quarter for the Trojans. Lions will take over once again in MDCC territory.
And Emcc is going to have it once again in Trojan territory, this time at around the 38-yard line. Stephen Catlett Jr. is going to pick it up for Emcc. Speaking of someone who's all over the field,
So the second fumble in 3 plays for MDCC will give it to the Lions at the Delta 38.
Parrish back out there to lead the troops.
Amari and Howard in the backfield now with Parrish. We said they would use multiple backs. Parrish swings it out left flat. That's caught. Carl Robinson, and he breaks free for a line first down. A flag comes in from the back judge as Robinson taken out of bounds by Anthony Brown. We'll check the penalty marker. Play was good enough for a first down, but we'll check with the officials.
There's a flag on the play. It rests around the 23. As of right now, it's a first down to Emcc. We'll wait and see who the penalties are. 7:15 on the clock here in the first quarter. 2-0 Lions.
We're going to have a block in the back against the Lions. That will negate the first down pickup.
It's going to be Billy Johnson. The receiver out there blocking out on the edge is going to pick up the blocking again. So negate the first down.
You see the replay there. Tommy Johnson, the guilty party. This will take the Lions back to the 33. Bring up 1st and 6, we'll call it. Parrish will hand off to Howard. He's got running room straight ahead and dives toward the 20, taking down Javian Gathright, sophomore out of Flowood, Northwest Rankin. 13-yard pickup, another first down, and the Lions quickly on the ball. They give to Howard again, looks for running room left side. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Amari and Howard takes it in from 20 yards out. And just like that, the Lions on top 20-0 here with 6:43 to play in the first. So a couple of Trojan turnovers lead to a couple of Lion touchdowns. And the Lions appear to be running away with this one here midway through the first quarter. Arthur's extra point is up and good. 21-0 East Mississippi on top of Mississippi Delta. 6:43 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back. Amari and Howard's 20-yard touchdown run puts the Lions on top 21-0 here in the first quarter. And now Davenport on the return. Turns upfield around the 25, works near the 30. A flag comes in late. We'll check with the officials. That's in the area of a hold. Going to be a block in the back against the Trojans, so that'll back them up from the 28, where Davenport was able to return the ball. 6:35 to go first quarter. Trojans trailing 21-0. This will take MDCC all the way back to the 10. They'll start this drive with 90 yards to go.
Caleb Parton's going to check in, or back in, I should say, quarterback. He started the game.
Parton will have Liddell in the backfield. Handoff will go to Liddell straight ahead. Has running room. Spins his way to a first down across the 20, up to the 22, maybe the 23. Good head of steam by Davion Liddell. Give him 13 to the 23. First down, Trojans.
Parton in his offense, a short huddle just inside the 20. Spotted the football to the 23. Parton will have his tail back.
And there's movement up front. Looked like the tight end on the right side for the Trojans jumped early.
He tried to jump in behind the right tackle.
DeMonte Williams, was he drawn to jump? We'll see. No, it will be a false start against the Trojans. Back them up to the 18. We'll leave 1st and 15 for Parton and company.
Emcc with the lead. Continuing to pressure Mississippi Delta. Going to bank the ball up inside the 20-yard line.
An 8-yard touchdown run from Peter Parrish. A 10-yard touchdown pass from Parrish to Connor, and a 20-yard run from Holloway, and that's been your scoring. A couple of Trojan turnovers here in the first quarter have aided the Lions, as maybe getting back to the original line of scrimmage there was Liddell. Actually, they put it at the 22, so a gain of only 4, bring up 2nd and 11. I said Holloway. Howard actually on that 20-yard run, I beg your pardon.
Emcc had 3 touchdowns, 21-0. Delta's going to break huddle with 14 to snap it. They come up on the football.
2nd and 11 from the Delta 22. Trips right for Parton, looking to throw. Going to have to tuck it and run. Has running room left side, has the first down. Parton turns on the Jets, works across the 40 to the 42 before he steps out of bounds. 20-yard run for Caleb Parton, moves the chains for MDCC. So the sophomore signal caller picking up the first down on the ground for MDCC. 20-yard run for Parton, 1st and 10 from the Trojan 42, trailing 21-0 to East Mississippi. Triplet comes in motion, handoff straight ahead, Liddell, and he goes nowhere. Stuffed at the line. That is Rodney Gross on the tackle, transfer from Mississippi State. He's out of Birmingham, Alabama, Pleasant Grove High School. No gain on the play, will bring up 2nd and 10.
Never saw the field for the Sun Devils before bouncing back to Emcc. Mississippi Delta down
4 minutes to go here in the first. Clock running. Trojans would love to chew some clock, get some points on this drive. Keep that potent line offense off the field. Play action for Parton. Steps up to throw, now going to tuck it and run. Lofts downfield, just has to throw it away. Couldn't find anything open. Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 10. Trojans need a 3rd down conversion here, trying to keep the drive alive. 6th play of the drive coming up. Started at the Delta 10. Parton looks to throw, fires left side, caught by Fairley. Lions quickly giving chase, and he will be taken out of bounds. Reggie Neely over to make the stop. Well short of the first down marker. They'll mark it at the 45, gain of only 3, 4th and 7, and we'll see the punting unit come on. So Jaron Sanford, one of the 14 sophomores honored here in the pregame ceremony. Sanford's been a workhorse for the Trojans this year. He's been on the field an awful lot, averaging 36.5 yards a kick. And a high short kick out of Sanford, going to hit at the 26. It'll bounce straight up in the air, be down to around the 27, maybe the 28. That's where the Lions will take over 1st and 10 with 2:55 to play here in the first. East Mississippi 21, MDCC yet to get on the board.
About 72 yards to go to Tater. Spot the ball is going to be around the 28. From our angle, looks like the 28 could be the 29.
1st and 10, East Mississippi from their own 28. Parrish stays in at quarterback. Looks to throw, fires right side. That ball caught by Miller, and the ball comes loose but goes out of bounds. Lions will retain possession as Miller was popped pretty hard. Sedante Myers, I believe, was who went over to deliver the blow. Bring up 2nd and about 3 for the Lions.
And when the ball pops out, it goes laterally, so we gain 7, even if he held on the ball. Shotgun snap on 2nd down and 3 inside.
Parrish hands off straight ahead, and working very close to the first down marker is Mike McGowan. And they will signal first down line, so they will quickly regroup and get to the line. They love to move fast. Gain is to the 38. Parrish looking to throw, comes near side. That ball caught by Chambers. And Chambers chased out of bounds by Jalen Davidson. Another line first down. They mark it at the Delta 47, it appears. Correct, so I beg your pardon. They put it back at midfield. I apologize. Still a first down for the Lions. 1:45 to go first quarter. And now McGowan puts it on the ground, but able to go back in and recover. As Myers was giving chase, McGowan never got the exchange from Parrish. Loss back to the 43 will bring up 2nd and 17. So a 21-point lead here late in the first for East Mississippi, looking at 2nd and 17. Play clock down to 10. Line still trying to get the right personnel on the field, it appears, and they may have to burn another timeout. Play clock down to 1. And now the Lions will indeed burn their second timeout of the half. We'll step aside and take a quick break as well here on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back out of the timeout. Lions facing 2nd and 17 from their own 43 with just under a minute to go here in the first quarter. East Mississippi up 21-0. Parrish looking to throw, in trouble. Rolling right, now lofts it out. That ball caught by Miller, and he's chased out of bounds. Or actually, they're going to say he stepped out back at the 49. So only a gain of 6 on the play. Will bring up 3rd and 11. Thought he gained several yards into Trojan territory, but they say he stepped out at the line 49. So 3rd and 11 now. Trips left side for Parrish. And a whistle and a stop in play, and the Trojans have to burn a timeout. It'll be the first timeout of the half for MDCC with 24 seconds left to play in the half. And Coach Johnson, you get a good look there, not happy having to burn that timeout. His squad already down 21-0 after a couple of turnovers. And I don't think had enough men on the field there. So having to burn another timeout with 24 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll resume play. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Lions from their own 49.
We've got 24 seconds left in the first quarter. It's actually the first time out by Mississippi Delta. It was Emcc that called it the first time. I was watching Delta. The returning players thought they were the ones confused. It was not Emcc. Emcc had a personnel issue just a minute ago.
So 3rd and 11 now for the Lions, just shy of midfield. Parrish will have 3 receivers come near side, single receiver to the right. Got to get to the Delta 40 to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, time in the pocket, and pass interference going to be called on Mississippi Delta. Well, that's about as easy as pass interference call as you'll see. Jordan Johnson had the jersey of the intended receiver. Lions will pick up the first down. So they'll put it at the spot of the foul, which is the line 38, automatic first down. I would say maybe the final play of the quarter, but as quickly as East moves, they may have 2 or 3 more plays. Hand off McGowan. Straight ahead. And he's going to be wrestled down. Javian Gathright in there. Along with Austin Mitchell. I believe Mitchell was the first to get there, and that will bring the first quarter to a close after an 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Lions when we come back in a moment to open the second quarter. East Mississippi on top 21-0 here in Moorhead. We'll take a break on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back. Watson Cook with you from Jim Randall Stadium, where East Mississippi holds a 21-0 lead over Mississippi Delta after 1 quarter of play. As we get ready to start the second, the Lions will have 2nd and 2 from the Delta 30. East Mississippi outgaining Delta 174-42 in total offense in the first quarter. Parrish will hand off to McGowan, works toward the Trojan sideline, now makes a cut inside the 20. And finally going to be wrestled down and out of bounds. Numerous red shirts over there. Marlon Brown, Deion Cleef Perilous on the tackle. Sticks move again for the Lions. Ball is at the 19, I believe, is where they spot it.
On the pink ribbon, which is bringing awareness.
Stop and play from the officials. Now they move the spot of the football. They take it from the 19 to the 18. So 1st and 10 Lines from the 18. Parrish takes the snap on 1st down, looking to throw, going to the end zone, leaping grab and touchdown for the Lions. What a grab. Mark Britt on the reception. What a grab. Parrish to Britt for the 18-yard strike. Makes it 27-0. Lions on top. Arthur on for the extra point, and the kick is up and good. It's all East Mississippi here in the first half. They lead MDCC 28-0 with 14:20 to go in the second quarter. We'll take another break and be back on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back. Peter Parrish to Mark Britt from 18 yards out extends the lead for East Mississippi as they now lead Mississippi Delta 28-0 with 14:20 to play in the second quarter. Kickoff from Cole Arthur goes into the end zone for a touchback. Delta will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25. Couple of big runs from Davion Liddell, one from Caleb Parton. That's been about it offensively for Mississippi Delta. Scoring drive for East Mississippi, 7 plays, 72 yards. Again, Parrish to Britt, 18-yard pass. And now see if the Trojans can get something going offensively. Liddell goes out in motion. Pass comes near side to Jordan Cavett, and he is taken down after a short gain. Give him 3 to the 28. Reggie Neely coming over to make the tackle.
So Cavett with the gain of 3 yards, so second down and 7. Come up to the football, which is going to be around the
2nd and 7 for the Trojans after the 3-yard pickup. Parton hands off to Liddell, tries to bounce off a tackle but cannot escape, gets to the 31, maybe the 32. Taken to the ground by Jatarian Hudson. 4-yard gain to the 32, 3rd and 3. See if the Trojans can pick up a first down here. 13-10 to go, second quarter, as they trail East Mississippi 28-0. Parton with play action, looking to throw, goes right side and threw it behind intended receiver. I believe that was Jaquel Allen on the far side, the intended receiver. No, I beg your pardon, Dontavius Triplett. Made the way 4th and 3. And Parton looking over to the sideline, maybe hoping offense wants to stay on, go for it. Coach Johnson says, no, we're going to punt. And Samford back to kick, stands inside his 20. He'll be at his own 18. Lions will send Mark Britt back to return. And it's a high spiral kick. That one may have been touched, may have been partially blocked. I'm not sure, but it'll be downed just across midfield in line territory. It'll be a short field for East Mississippi as they take over, leading 28-0. They're actually going to put this in Delta territory. They'll mark it at the 49-yard line of Mississippi Delta. That's where the Lions will have it, 1st and 10. It's only a 17-yard punt, no return.
So Emcc with a win and a Northwest win over Northeast tonight. Put the Lions most likely on the road at Jones.
Chance here for the Lions to go up 5 scores on top, 28-0, 12:50 to go, second quarter. Handoff straight ahead, that's Kadarius Callaway, and he races for a first down across the 40 down to the 38. 11-yard gain, Marlon Brown on the tackle, Lions quickly back to the line.
From near the 37. Parrish with the snap fakes.
Parrish going to call his own number straight ahead now, looks for running room left side, has the first down, looking for more. Inside the 20, finally wrestled down by Anthony Brown. Gain down to the 15, 23-yard gain, 1st and 10 Lions. Parrish throws, caught. 10-yard line, and racing into the end zone is Carl Robinson. Touchdown, East Mississippi, 34-0 with 11:52 to go, second quarter. So Parrish to Robinson from 15 yards out.
Exercise tonight, we talked about the chain game. Well, it seems like Ham, Beard, and Cole are out there a lot tonight.
Arthur on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 35-0, East Mississippi. all lines here in Moorhead. 11:52 to play second quarter. We'll take a break and be back on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back. Line strike again. Parrish to Robinson from 15 yards out. They lead MDCC 35-0 with 10:54 to go second quarter, and another touchback out of Cole Arthur. Trojans will have it at their own 25. Trojans just haven't been able to get anything going. Couple of turnovers in the first quarter, and Lions have pretty much had success with whatever they want to do offensively. Been a tough night here for MDCC. 1st and 10 from the 25. Parton will have Liddell in the backfield, and a whistle and a stop and play, and MDCC going to have to burn a timeout. Second timeout of the half for the Trojans. We will step aside as well here on the MDCC Sports Network.
Mississippi Community College first score to get your official Emcc.
Welcome back out of the timeout. 1st and 10 Trojans from their own 25. They trail East Mississippi 35-0 here in Moorhead. Handoff Liddell straight ahead, and nothing happening. He is stacked up, driven backwards. I believe that was Rodney Gross, the first to get there. They'll mark it back at the 24. Only a loss of 1, they'll call it. 2nd and 11. Snap back to Parton, looking to throw. Goes over the middle, nobody home. Was looking for Jaquel Allen on the crossing route and threw it well behind intended receiver. Or bring up 3rd and 11. Not sure if that was miscommunication between quarterback and receiver or just an errant pass out of Parton, but it was well behind Allen. 3rd and 11 from the Delta 24.
Spun the football the 24-yard line on 2nd down and 11.
Parton looking to throw, lost it left side, incomplete, was trying to hit Liddell out of the backfield. That ball had a chance to be picked off. It'll bring up 4th and 11.
Emcc will get the football again with 8:34 to go in the first half.
And the clock continues to run. We've reached that mark. These two teams apparently agreed to the 35-point mark. You're supposed to get to 38, but the clock continues to run here in the second quarter. I don't think anyone is complaining. 35-0, East Mississippi with 8:10 to go in the second quarter. Snap back to Sanford. It's a wobbly kick, going to hit and take a huge Delta roll inside the line 30 to the 29. What a punt out of Jaron Sanford. 47-yard punt, no return. They'll mark it at the 30. of East Mississippi, it appears. That's where the Lions will have it. They do stop the clock there with the change of possession. So maybe they're not going to run it completely. We'll see as this second quarter plays on. 1st and 10, Lions from their own 30. 7:47 to go in the half. A 35-point lead for the visitors from Scuba. Handoff straight ahead. Callaway, he's got running room. Works to midfield and steps out of bounds there. 20-yard gain for Kadarius Callaway, sophomore out of Philadelphia, Mississippi, Philadelphia High School. Lions quickly to the line of scrimmage. Handoff coming near side is Howard. And Howard works inside the 45 to the 43 of Delta. 7-yard pickup. Tackle made by Myers. Second and 3, East Mississippi. Trips left for Parrish. Handoff Howard coming near the Trojan sideline, taking down Austin Mitchell. 3rd or 4th time we've called Mitchell's name tonight. Sophomore from Pearl having a good first half defensively. Gain of only 3, but it does move the chains for East Mississippi. 1st and 10 from the Delta 40. 4 wide for Parrish. Has time in the pocket. Throws over the middle. And receiver was bumped. That's going to be pass interference. That ball picked off, but it's going to stay with East Mississippi as Jalen Davidson comes up with the pick. But that one is coming back. Receiver was bumped from behind. And so the interception will not stand. So 5:58 to play in the half. Trojans thought they had a turnover, but instead it will remain with. Oh, wow, they say the ball was deflected and there was no interference, so it does stand. I beg your pardon. Jalen Davidson does come up with the pick. They say it was deflected and no flag, so Delta catches a break there. So credit Davidson for not giving up on the play. Credit the Lions as well defensively for not giving up, going down and making a touchdown saving tackle. Trojans will have 1st and 10 from the East 12. First interception of the season for Davidson. Play action to Liddell. Parton rolls left. He's going to keep it and run. He'll be chased out of bounds by Jamori Evans. Gain is to the 6. We'll bring up 2nd and 4. Or actually, they put it back at the 8. So a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. Two receivers near side for Parton. Has Liddell in the backfield. Handoff is to Liddell. Looks for running room up the middle. Works inside the 5. Going to be short of the first down. They're going to put it right on the 5. Give him 3. I'll bring up 3rd down, 3 yards to go for MDCC. Best field position they've had all night. They're deep in line territory after the Jalen Davidson interception. Got to get to the 2 to pick up a first down. Parton will have Liddell lined up to his right. Parton looking to throw toward the end zone. That ball is caught. Touchdown Trojans. Jaquel Allen with a diving effort in the end zone. That is the first touchdown of the year, I believe, for Jaquel Allen, as That gets the Trojans on the board with 4:45 to play in the first half. 35-6, Parton to Allen from 5 yards out. Davin Klein on for the extra point. 6th touchdown pass of the year for Caleb Parton. And Klein's extra point is up and good. So MDCC on the board, 35-6 with 4:45 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a break and be back on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back. MDCC on the board. Caleb Parton to Jaquel Allen from 5 yards out. Trojans get on the board. They now trail 35-7 to East Mississippi with 4:45 to go here in the first half. And Klein with a short kickoff. Fair catch going to be called for and taken in near the 20 by Amarian Howard. That's where the Lions will take over 1st and 10. That touchdown set up by the Jalen Davidson interception returned it all the way to the line 12. And 3 plays later, Caleb Parton to Jaquel Allen. Lions have it at their own 25. Parrish will have Kadarius Callaway in the backfield. He'll have 2 receivers right, 2 to the left on 1st and 10. Handoff is to Callaway, and he's got a first down pickup. Rumbles for more across the 40 up to the 42. Taken off his feet by Anthony Brown. 17-yard pickup to the 42, and we've got a line down on the field. So that'll stop the clock with 4:31 to go here in the second quarter. And that is Kadarius Callaway. He's up and able to walk off under his own power. Hopefully able to return. Mike McGowan will check into the line backfield. 1st and 10, Lions from their own 42. Snap back to Parrish. Calls his own number. Runs near side, gets to midfield. Now in Trojan territory, chased down by Marlon Brown as he works to the 37, or actually they put it back at the 39-yard line. So another first down pickup, East Mississippi. Parrish gives to McGowan. He tries to break free, works inside the 30. Taken down by Jacob Franklin. Gain is to the 27, 12-yard pickup. That'll move the sticks for the Lions. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. East Mississippi 35, MDCC 7. Parrish looking to pass out on the left flat. That ball caught by Tommy Johnson, and Johnson weaves his way for another first down. Juked a couple of defenders and works near the 10-yard line before he's taken off his feet. And they'll put it just inside the 15 at the 14, 13-yard gain. And McGowan looks for running room, not much there, as runs in to a couple of red shirts led by Marlon Brown. Give him 2 to the 12. Bring up 2nd and 8, we'll call it. 2:30 to go, first half. Lions looking to tack on some more. Parrish to pass, dumps it off out in the flat, caught by McGowan, makes one man miss, and he's in there for the touchdown. 12 yards from Peter Parrish to Mike McGowan, and that will extend the line lead 41-7 with 2:16 to play in the half.
The Lions get that touchdown back. It is now 41-7 with 2:16 to go. Delta will receive the football to start the second half. Trace Beard will have his knee on the 10-yard line. That's his right hand out.
Cole Arthur, his right leg has gotten a workout tonight. He puts the extra point up and good. 42-7, East Mississippi with 2:16 to play in the half. We'll take a break and be back on the Mdcc Sports Network. Welcome back. Watson Cook with you from Jim Randall Stadium in Moorhead, where it's all East Mississippi here tonight. 42-7, Lions lead with 2:16 to play second quarter. Peter Parrish to Mike McGowan, a 12-yard touchdown pass extends the line lead. And Arthur with a line drive kick will go into the end zone, another touchback. And Delta will have it at their own 25. Clock running again here in the first half. It'll tick down probably around 1:30 before the Trojans snap it. Parton on 1st and 10 from the Delta 25. Fires right side. That pass caught. Ladarius Moore. Clock continues to run as Moore works to the 32. Gain of 7 will bring up 2nd and 3. Trojans will have a couple more snaps here in the first half. Parton looking to throw over the middle, leaves it low for intended receiver Moore. Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 3. I'll stop the clock with 1:03 to go in the half.
In the shotgun, takes the snap inside, handoff to Liddell. He's going to score.
3rd and short, and Liddell fighting for the first down. They're going to give it to him. They'll move the sticks for Mdcc as Liddell works to the 36. Trojans quick to the line. Parton looking to throw. Fires right side. That ball caught by Moore. He's wrestled down quickly. Now Lawrence Sullivan. Gain is to the 38. 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8 for the Trojans. And now Parton is down slow to get up. I did not see. Perhaps he was hit after the pass. Didn't see what happened. But he is down and in some pain. 28 seconds to go here in the half. Mdcc trailing 42-7, and now starting quarterback Caleb Parton is down on the ground. And Parton will stand up and walk off slowly with some assistance. Certainly hope he will be okay and able to return. Donovan Cole will check in. Cole came in the second series of the game for MDCC. One handoff resulted in a fumble, and then it's been Parton the rest of the way after Parton drew the start here on sophomore night.
Training staff. Cole, 6'3", 25-pounder out of Capitol Heights, Maryland, now comes in.
So you certainly hope Parton will be okay. Cole looking to run, and he is run into by Keyshawn Lawrence. What a hit by Lawrence. And that should be the final play of the quarter. Lost back to the 28. Only 3 seconds left on the clock. Trojans going to have to hurry if they want to snap it. They will not get there, and that will bring the first half to a close. All East Mississippi here in the first 30 minutes of play. They lead MDCC 42-7 at the break. But the concern now for MDCC, the health of starting quarterback Caleb Parton. See if he can get the attention he needs, hopefully be able to return in the second half. Lions on top by 35 here from Jim Randall Stadium. We'll take a break on the MDCC Sports Network.
The Lions are going to come out to the field.
Welcome back to Jim Randall Stadium, Moorhead, Mississippi, as we get ready to start the second half here. It's been all East Mississippi. They lead the Mdcc Trojans 42-7 here as we get ready to start the third quarter. Mdcc will get the ball to open the second half after East won the opening toss, took the football to open the ball game. So Ladarius Davenport, Sir Trotter back to return the kick from Cole Arthur. And that kick's going to go out of bounds. Mdcc will have good field position. They'll start at their own 35-yard line here in the second half. And it looks like it will be Donovan Cole coming out at quarterback. We saw Caleb Parton get injured right at the end of the first half and not able to get an update on his status. I do not see Parton down on the sideline at the moment, but we certainly hope he will be okay and able to return. But for now, it's going to be Donovan Cole leading the offense for Mdcc.
So Delta's going to get it at their own 35, moving from the
First and 10 at the Delta 35. Cole will take the snap, hand off to Liddell, and he is wrapped up, wrestled down, driven back. Kabash Richard coming up to make the stop, a sophomore out of Lansing, Michigan for East Mississippi. They'll give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 from the 35. Second and 10 with Liddell lined up off the right hip of Cole. Two receivers come near side. Cole looking to throw. Fires. That ball is picked off at the 42-yard line. And taking it down the sideline is Justin James. And he's finally taken down by Joseph Wyatt. And that's another quick turnover for this Mdcc offense. Lines with an opportunity to strike quickly here in the third quarter. As you see the clock continuing to run here, as the Lions will take over at the Delta 16.
The shotgun, quads right, the diamond formation.
First and 10 from the Delta 14. Parrish works side of the gun. Four receivers stacked in a diamond to the right side. Parrish throws left side. That ball caught by Ethan Connor. And Connor taken down inside the 5. It'll be first and goal lines from the 2. Tackle made Roman Hudnall. And handoff straight ahead. That is to Kerryon Benjamin. First time we've seen him tonight, and he's in there for the touchdown. Benjamin takes it in from 2 yards out, and that puts the Lions up 48-7 with 12:40 to go in the third.
Now Emcc on top, 45-7, hitting the PAT. So Kerryon Benjamin gets into the end zone.
We mentioned in the open that the Lions would use numerous runners in the backfield. We've seen several already tonight, and now Benjamin gets in the end zone on his first touch, and Cole Arthur puts the extra point up and through. 49-7. Clock will run here for the remainder of the second half. We'll take a break and be back on the Mdcc Sports Network.
So a rushing touchdown for Emcc a moment ago.
Welcome back. Lions extend the lead. They're now up 49-7 over Mdcc with 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Again, a running clock as Ladarius Davenport on the return wrestled down shy of the 25-yard line as he is taken down Justin James. Delta will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 23 is where they'll put the ball down.
Well, it's going to be at around the 23-yard line, so about close to a 13-yard return.
Cole will stay in at quarterback. He'll have Liddell lined up to his right. 2 receivers come near side. Handoff will go to Liddell. He's hit in the backfield. Ball comes loose as he was fighting for extra yards. Trojans pick it up, but they will blow it dead. And they will stop his progress at the 20-yard line. Call it a loss of 3 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 13. Trojans might have caught a break there. So 2nd and 13 now from the Delta 20. And we see Parton come on to the track now in street clothes. Looks like his night is over. You certainly just hope he will be okay and able to continue his football career if he would like once he moves on from Mississippi Delta. Handoff on 2nd down. And nothing happening there. 3rd and 13 coming up.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 13.
Trip receivers will come to the near side for Cole on 3rd and 13 from the Delta 20. Liddell in the backfield. Here comes pressure. Cole lofts it up left side looking for Fairley, and that ball is going to be incomplete. They say out of bounds was Raheem Fairley. Great effort on the grab, but could not come down in bounds. That'll bring up 4th and 13. And we'll see if Coach Johnson sends the punting unit out. 49-7. Clock continues to run. 8:38 to go in the third quarter. And we now will see Jaron Sanford and the punting unit come onto the field.
So Mark Brett is going to stand near Hish at his own 36. Snap is back.
Parton takes the snap. That ball nearly blocked. There's contact. Sanford is down. I may have said Parton. It's actually Jaron Sanford. I apologize. Mark Britt picks up the punt around the 45, returns it into Trojan territory, but we're going to have roughing the kicker, and Sanford slow to get up.
This may be roughing, guys. They're still running into it.
This should give the Trojans a 1st down as Sanford is up, as you see there, able to walk off very slowly. We'll get the call from the official.
I missed. I was trying to watch.
There will be a personal foul roughing the kicker. That will give the Trojans a 1st down.
Talked about the Lions playing clean. You know, as far as penalties, they've been pretty good tonight.
So we'll take Delta up to the 35. Well, they'll have it 1st and 10.
They've gotten close a couple times, Jason, but
As you see there on the ticker bottom of your screen, clock continues to run here in the second half. It's been all East Mississippi as Liddell takes the handoff, comes near the Trojan sideline, going to be wrestled down around the 40. Taken down by Marcus Ross. Freshman out of New Hebron High School, Jefferson Davis County, or excuse me, New Hebron, Mississippi, Jefferson Davis County High School. I apologize. 2nd and 5 from the Delta 40. 3 receivers go wide left for Cole. He'll call his own number, take it straight ahead, has the 1st down, pick up. Big contact at the line, 45-yard line, as Bakari McCall came in to make the tackle, but McCall might have gotten the worst of that lick as Cole put his head down running hard. picks up the first down for MDCC. As you see the replay there, 1st and 10 Trojans. It'll be Cole again, gains maybe 1. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 44. Jalen Durgan on the tackle.
2nd and 9, shotgun snap. They fire it near side, complete at the near side.
And that pass complete. Ladarius Moore works near the 30 of East Mississippi. Good enough for a first down for the Trojans. They'll put it at the 31. And Cole calls his own number there, but he cannot escape Jatarian Hudson. Going to be a loss back to the 32, maybe the 33. We'll see where they put it down. We'll say a 2-yard loss, call it 2nd and 12.
Officially a loss of 2 yards. We'll call it 2nd down at 12. 5:19. 5:18. County clock 29-7.
Cole looking to throw. 2nd and long, left side. That ball caught. What a grab. Raheem Fairley again. He made the catch earlier, but was out of bounds. Another over-the-shoulder catch. He had to come back to that ball. Fairley, a sophomore out of Oak Grove, Mississippi, Oak Grove High School. Gain is to the 18. 10th play of the drive coming up for MDCC.
Twins to the left, single receiver at the numbers here on the near side. Lions showing pressure on the outer edges.
Hand off Liddell, straight ahead. Picks up a few, works inside the 15 to the 14. Gain of 4 will bring up 2nd and 6 for MDCC. 4:20 to go here in the third. East Mississippi on top, 49-7.
Play call change. Counting clock here in the second half of the third quarter.
As the Trojans check to the sideline, still plenty of time on the play clock, 10 seconds.
Final regular season game, 2022.
Cole now looks like he may be changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap, looking to throw, goes over the middle. That one deflected and falls incomplete. He was trying to hit Darius Moore on the slant. And that falls incomplete. Will bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 6 from the 14.
So it's going to bring up now a 3rd down and 6. Ball left hash at 14 of the Emcc.
Cole takes it straight ahead, has the first down. It's down to the 5. Moves the chains to be 1st and goal Trojans. Tackle made by Marcus Ross. Trojans looking to punch it into the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. Gives off to Liddell, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. Moves his feet forward, wrestled down by Tavante Bond. Gain is to the 3, 2nd and goal. Cole keeps it, gets to the 2, stacked up and driven back there. Jatarian Hudson, Jordan Allen in on the tackle. 3rd and goal now from the 2 for MDCC. 15th play of the drive coming up.
It's been a long, sustained drive for Mississippi Delta, and they've picked up several first downs here. And Cole, the freshman from Capital.
Clock continues to run. 2:15 to go in the 3rd.
14 plays here in this first half. First drive in the second half for Mississippi Delta.
Trotter goes in motion, handoff to Liddell, looking for his first rushing touchdown of the year, and he comes up just short. They'll mark it at the 1, 4th and goal. Liddell does have a touchdown reception on the year, but looking for his first touchdown on the ground. And we're going to see Cole take the snap and try to sneak it into the end zone, but a whistle and a stop in play. And Delta will call a timeout to talk things over on 4th and goal from the 1:44 to play in the third. Trojans trailing 49-7. We'll take a quick break and be back on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back out of the timeout. Delta has 4th and goal from the 1, looking to get in the end zone for the second time tonight. And we're going to see Cole go back in the shotgun with Liddell lined up to his left. Cole keeps it, throws toward the end zone. That ball is caught. Raheem Fairley, touchdown Trojans. And that is the first passing touchdown of the year for Donovan Cole. That is the 4th touchdown reception of the year for Raheem Fairley. And from 4th and goal from the 1, Delta back on the board.
This is his first touchdown toss of the season. Fairley just got his 4th touchdown.
Devon Klein on for the extra point, and the snap is fumbled, and Klein will just go back and fall on it. Multiple flags fly. We'll check with the officials. 1:21 to go in the third. Clock is stopped while officials sort this out. 2 flags came in.
Gavin, you can be kind of our like roles in this. You can step in and so it's an illegal substitution. Emcc, so they're going to reach.
So 12 men on the field for East Mississippi. Will retry the kick. 49-13 with 1:21 to go in the third. After Donovan Cole to Raheem Fairley from 1 yard out.
That's right, because ultimately they're going to move it inside the 1 yard line, and that's what they're going to do. Run the offense back out onto the field.
So with the penalty, ball moves down to the 1. Delta brought the offense on the field to go for 2. Now East Mississippi wants a timeout. We'll take one as well here on the MDCC Sports Network.
Well, they've changed their minds after Emcc called it.
So after the timeout, Delta has now decided to try the extra point again. Klein back on the field for the extra point try. 1:21 to go in the third. East 49, Delta 13. And Klein makes it 14. 49-14, 1:21 to go here in the third quarter from Jim Randall Stadium in Moorhead as the Trojans close out the 2022 season. East Mississippi looking for a playoff spot if they can. They need some help from Northwest to knock off Northeast tonight for them to secure the number 2 spot in the North half for the playoffs. This will be the final game of the season for MDCC. It'll close out the inaugural year for Coach Tavares Johnson, and he knows it's been a struggle, but he's told everyone that'll listen. He's going to keep his head up. He's going to keep fighting forward, and he knows exactly what this MDCC program is up against, and he says he's in it for the long haul, and that's certainly what it's going to take Klein with the kickoff. The line drive kick going to be taken at the 5-yard line. That is Kadarius Callaway on the return. Works to the 25-30. Has running room near midfield and finally chased out of bounds. Dwight Phillips on the tackle for the Trojans. Freshman out of Shaw, Mississippi, McEvans High School. Clock running. Lions will have to snap it once here in the third quarter. Ball spotted at midfield.
In the evening, Trips, right line side of the field, single receiver here on the near side.
Peter Parrish takes the snap, hands off, and coming near side is Benjamin again. Benjamin fighting for extra yardage, has the first down, looking for a lot more, works down near the Delta 25 before he's finally taken off his feet, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. Clock down to 1, and now the clock hits triple zeros here in the third. We'll go to the fourth with East Mississippi on top of MDCC 49-14. We'll take a break and be back on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back as we start the fourth quarter here in Moorhead. East Mississippi 1st and 10 from the Delta 25. Parrish calls his own number, runs straight ahead and picks up a few, tripped up. Sedante Myers on the tackle for the Trojans. Gain is to the 22. Will bring up 2nd and 7. Parrish now with an empty backfield, 4 receivers near side. He'll swing it out in the right flat, caught by Jacob Partridge. And Partridge works to the 21. Partridge, a sophomore out of Lamar School, Meridian, Mississippi. Third and six from the 21. Trips left this time for Parrish. Looking to throw out in the left flat, picked up. Kadarius Callaway picks up the first down. Well, I beg your pardon, it's Carl Robinson on the grab, not Callaway. So Robinson picks up the first down. Be 1st and goal from the 10. And running near side is Robinson off the toss, and he will be in the end zone. Touchdown, East Mississippi. Carl Robinson takes it in from 10 yards out. We'll make it 55-14.
Finish this one with an exclamation point. There's a lot of things to still work on. You're not just trying to get to the playoffs, you're trying to win. And there's some things you want to do better going to Jones this time around. I mean, you had your chances. It's not a gimme game for Jones by any stretch of the imagination.
Cole Arthur on for the extra point. And he is now 8 for 8 on the night, 56-14. East Mississippi in control here in Moorhead. We'll take a break on the MDCC Sports Network.
put up 56 points on the board.
Welcome back. Another touchdown for East Mississippi. Carl Robinson, a 10-yard touchdown run, makes it 56-14 with 11:30 to play here in the ball game. Kickoff going to be picked up. Sir Trotter looks for running room near side across the 30 out to the 35. And late flag comes in. We'll check with the officials as Trotter with a hard return, still playing hard here in this game, well in control. Personal foul face mask against East Mississippi. That'll move Delta into line territory, I believe. We'll see where they mark it off from. Looks like the end of the run was the 38, so that should put Delta across midfield. I'll take them to the East 47. Cole with a handoff to Liddell. Has a little running room, gets to the 40, stacked up there. They'll stop his forward progress. I'll actually put it at the 39 of East Mississippi. 9-yard gain will bring up 2nd and 1.
About 4 minutes away from being a 2-0 ball game so far. 2nd down and 1, man in motion, far side.
Cole takes the snap, looking to throw. Left side incomplete. He was under heavy pressure and left it short of intended receiver Raheem Fairley. Bring up 3rd and 1. Clock runs under 9.5 to go here from Moorhead. Final game of the year for Mdcc. Cole takes the snap, runs it straight ahead. He's got the first down as he's brought down at the 36-yard line. Gain of 3 moves the chains. And a long night for the Trojans here in Moorhead. But still fighting to the end. Donovan Cole and this Trojan offense. Cole looking to throw on 1st and 10, going deep down the left side, looking for Fairley, and a great defensive play. That pass broken up by Tyrone Stewart. Stewart out of Osika, Mississippi, South Pike High School. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 36. Handoff Liddell, looking for running room right side, gets inside the 35 to the 34. Short gain of only 2 will bring up 3rd and 8 for Mdcc. Clock continues to run, 7:38 to play here from Jim Randall Stadium. Cole calls his own number, nowhere to go, taken down in the backfield. Colin Crowder coming up with the tackle. Crowder out of Chunky, Mississippi, Newton County High School. Loss back to the 38, 4-yard loss. 4th and 12, offense going to stay on the field for Mdcc. Fourth and 12, got to get to the 26 to pick up a first down. Cole under pressure, he's hit, ball comes loose, And Liddell there to recover, but it will be a turnover on downs. The Lions will have it at their own 48. Clock will continue to run. And we mentioned in our open, the official record for the Trojans 1-7. Coahoma had to forfeit their first 3 games of the season. So MDCC will close out the 2022 campaign 1-8. Toss right side to Benjamin. And he works out of bounds, taken down by Javian Gathright. Ball is spotted at the Delta 48, gain of 4 will bring up 2nd and 6. And Parrish looking to throw, dumps it off over the middle, incomplete. Was trying to hit Darius Triplett, freshman receiver out of Columbus, Mississippi, Caledonia High School. Could not hang on. Will bring up 3rd and 6. Parrish empty backfield looking to throw, swings it out left flat, caught there by Benjamin. Benjamin picks up the first down, looking for a whole lot more, racing down the sideline, and he will get in there for the touchdown. 48 yards from Peter Parrish to Kyron Benjamin. I'll have to go back and look. I believe that is the now 5th touchdown pass of the night for Peter Parrish. (62-14). Cole Arthur can make it 63. And he is now 9 for 9 on the night from extra point. 63-14. East Mississippi in front. Just under 4 minutes to go. We'll take a break and be back on the MDCC Sports Network. Welcome back. Another touchdown for East Mississippi. Benjamin, 48-yard touchdown reception. And the kickoff will be taken to the end zone for a touchback. Delta will get it at the 35 as they'll have time to run a few more plays here at the end of this one. Clock will continue to run. It's been all East Mississippi from the open. Lions led 42-7 at the break, now up 63-14. Donovan Cole will stay in at quarterback for the Trojans. Oh, and a snap goes over his head. Boy, just adding salt to the wound. Snap goes over the head of the quarterback, Donovan Cole. He goes back to corral it at the 5-yard line. A loss of 30. excuse me, a loss of 20, I beg your pardon. Ball was at the 25, not the 35. I apologize. So a 20-yard loss. Now 2nd and 30. And just getting back to the line of scrimmage is Davion Liddell. We'll bring up 3rd and 30.
Broadcast details will be pending. We have some conflicts next week.
Time for maybe one more snap here in this one.
Because of all games, but we'll sort through all of those.
3rd and 30 from the Trojan 5. Handoff will go to Liddell, and he's hit in the backfield, able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing else. We'll bring up 4th down, and MDCC will not have to snap it again if they choose not to. It's 4th and 30.
24 seconds to go, and they're just kind of standing around.
I don't believe the Trojans are going to run another play here. We'll see. Clock down to 15.
Emcc is about to head to the playoffs for the 13th time.
Delta will not snap it again. Your final score here tonight from Moorhead going to be East Mississippi 63, Mississippi Delta 14. Trojans close the season with a 1-8 record. The Lions improved to 6-3. They've got the playoffs in their in their sights. And just a night where nothing went right for MDCC. The opening kick, Trojans recovered a fumble, but after that, it was all East Mississippi, and the Lions win it here. Again, your final score, 63-14. We appreciate everyone who's joined us this season on the MDCC Sports Network. Basketball season coming up just around the corner. And we wish the Trojans and Lady Trojans the best of luck. Once again, your final score here, 63-14. East Mississippi knocks off Mississippi Delta. I'm Watson Cook. With that, we will say good night, and thanks for watching here on the MDCC Sports Network.
Looks like the